Hey everybody, this is Wendy from Wendy's Parade of Perfume. Let me just get my phone over here correctly. Ah, how's everybody doing? I'm doing fine. It's Sunday, and here is another ramblin' review from your pal Wendy. I'm going to be reviewing two fragrances from Givenchy. They are both marketed to men, but I personally have been really enjoying wearing them tremendously. They're more on the gourmand side. They both are iris centric. I think that while maybe they have some traditional masculine elements, like being a little bit herbal, a little bit bergamot, a little bit woody, they're also very gourmand. And like I said, with the iris, anybody can wear iris. Who doesn't love iris? Iris is like the best fragrance note ever. So I'm reviewing these two men's fragrances as a old lady that really loves to wear them. The greatest thing too is that they're not part of any Privee line. They're not hard to get. They're easy to sample. I got one off of Fragrance Net, and then the other one I was able to sample at Ulta, and then I bought it there. So anyone that wants to test these certainly can, for the most part. So let's get to what I'm talking about here. I'm talking about Givenchy Gentleman Eau de Parfum for my first one. There's about a million of these. I mean, the original Gentleman came out like in the 70s, and it has nothing to do with these gourmand irises that they're making now. Anyway, I'm going to talk a little bit about what each one smells like, then I'll do a little compare and contrast, and it'll just be an easy, quick review. So, Givenchy Gentleman Eau de Parfum. Ooh. If I get there we go. Look how nice and lacquered that is. I'm not into I can't tell how low the bottle is besides if I listen to it. So I kind of like being able to see what perfume is in there, how much perfume is in there, but bottle's cool. Anyway, this is Givenchy Gentleman Eau de Parfum. Opens up with a nice fragrant hit of bergamot, kind of like smelling like Earl Grey tea with a tiny little bit of lavender essence in it. And then very quickly, we get the iris that is sprinkled with black pepper and a little bit of cinnamon and a little bit of clove. The spice that is the most prominent is the pepper. I don't know, like that pepper encrusted iris is just amazing. There's a little tiny hint of just this little sprinkle of cinnamon and clove though, so it's really pretty, really well done. The other thing that kind of gets into the mix is a very big hit of forest notes. I believe Tolu Balsam is the listed note, but it kind of smells, it doesn't smell green or grassy or anything like that, and it doesn't smell woody. It smells coniferous. It smells piney, pine tree, conifers, that sort of thing. So you have this like iris, pepper, pine tree situation going on, and then as it dries down, the vanilla really, really, really hits. Vanilla, tonka, benzoin. So while the spices go away, you have a little bit of that like resinous left over from the benzoin, but this ends up being a slightly forested iris with a very, very long trail of vanilla and tonka on the bottom. I would say that, all right, I'm not going to say anything because I don't want to compare and contrast too much until I get to talking about the next one. Collect my thoughts here. So the second one I've been wearing is the Gentleman Reserve Privee Eau de Parfum. Now, this is the other one I just spoke about is the vanilla. This is the chocolate. Plus I can see how much I'm using in this one. Oh my God, this one is just, it smells like $1,000,000. There is some gourmand notes just even listed in here as far as there's chestnut and there's whiskey. This is not super boozy. There's a little haze of whiskey vapor, if you will, but what this mostly is a dark iris that is just loaded with chocolate. Just dark chocolate. It smells like dark chocolate. It smells so good. It smells so smooth. It smells so rich. It smells like a luscious dark chocolate with a lot of ambered woods. The feeling of this fragrance of the Reserve Privee, it's very warm, it's very comforting. The woods that they use, I don't know how they did it, but they're not that obnoxious, like scratchy and Broxton woods. There may be Broxton here, I don't know, but they made the woods really smooth. Chocolatey, smooth woods, maybe a tiny hint of whiskey vapor. I don't really feel like this smells nutty, but the iris in here overall, it's just a wooded chocolate iris. Kind of more linear than the other one I just spoke about, but still, just the whole, this iris is just, it's just so, it's so warm and comforting. I just love it. So compare and contrast. This one, I think, is maybe slightly more, maybe traditionally masculine, as far as it's not quite as sweet. There's some of that bergamot going on. It's a little bit colder in personality, and then the Tolo Blossom is pretty strong when I wear it. So it has more of that, you know, maybe just more stereotypically masculine notes. This is the vanilla iris, though. You like iris with vanilla spicy iris. Not too spicy, though. I just say that only lasted an hour. I wish that the cinnamon and clove thing lasted a little bit longer. The Reserve Privee is the warm, indoor, shot of whiskey, chocolate bar, shot of whiskey with a dark chocolate bar, encrusted iris. It just with, I don't know, wood paneling, and it just has a lot of woody notes in here. It's just really pretty. Sorry, I keep doing the smell thing, but this one smells really good. So does this one. I'll give you a sniff too. I don't know. That's all I have to say about these. I've just been wearing these two a lot. I really, really like them. And they've been lovely to wear on this kind of weird warm winter we've been having. But I think that anyone could easily wear this if you're interested in the notes. Both of these, especially the Privee, have been compared to the very, very well-known and widely loved Dior L'Homme Intense, I think, because that's another, you know, that was kind of groundbreaking at the time to have such a iris-focused perfume marketed to men, and men really picked up on it, and they should. Iris is amazing. It's an amazing fragrance. It's an amazing fragrance note. So both of these wear pretty close to the body. They're not, I don't think that they're meant to project that much. I get a nice 6 to 8 hours out of them. So nice lasting power. I smell them easily. It's not like they just disappear in a couple hours, and just really enjoyed wearing these. I think the iris in here is just really well done. And I actually am just thrilled that one is a chocolate iris and one is a vanilla iris. I think that's really cool. I have more to say, and I may be back later. I'm going to wash up and change my clothes, and I may do another perfume video. So have you smelled these? How do you feel about iris being gourmand? I usually don't wear gourmand irises, but this hits the spot. Anyway, this is Wendy and my rambling reviews, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye-bye.